Aisha's glaze wanders all over the store.
Aisha's glaze.
Then it's gross.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I did.
That's
right.
what you said.
I added an L. Her gaze wanders all over the store. Then it suddenly fixates on me. Yes? Startled by her sudden outburst, I end up replying very formally.
When I was coming into the store, I saw a poster.
Oh yeah, the hiring ad. Wait, you mean...
Yes!
Aisha grins and nods.
May I be allowed to work here as well? As a live-in, if possible.
Aisha asks that in a loud and cheerful voice.
How many rooms do they have for that kind of
I have
thing?
no idea.
What?
Lucia stumbles in from the back of the store. The lack of commas in these sentences is really throwing me off. Like,
yeah, well, there wouldn't be a comma there.
Lucia stumbles
correct.
in, comma, from the back of the store is how that should be.
No, it shouldn't. Because it's she stumbles in from the back of the store. That's,
Like,
that's a straight sentence.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Maybe
I
it
feel
is.
like you could put one in there, though, because the sentence works with both of those parts reversed. From the back of the store, Lucia stumbles in.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm not going to look up what I'm trying to say about grammar rules. It just doesn't need to be.
Don't worry about it.
That's so sudden. We have to do interviews and everything. Plus, what do you mean by live in? Well, that would be because I have no home. But that's something we should go to the town for. Look around for real estate agencies and stuff.
Lucia looks to me with a troubled expression.
Real estate in the apocalypse desert, right?
Yeah, right?
Right.
Real estate after the world ends.
Yeah. Leon, what do we do? This
One
is...
hell of a business.
Actually, it would be, because, I mean, who the fuck owns the land at that point?
It's
You
a
just
really
stake
good
a
question.
claim.
Well, what else is there to do? I mean, we were looking to hire someone, so this is pretty good timing, right?
Employing her is one thing, but living here...
I mean, she's got nowhere to stay. What else can she do? She can have my bed, and I'll sleep in the living room.
I mean, you shouldn't have to do that, but okay. Fine, but what about interviews?
She's obviously not a bad person. What more do we need to know? If she
We
can
need to
cook,
know
dude,
if
she's
she's-
supposed to be in the kitchen.
Or if she can wait tables. If it turns out she's really clumsy, she can't really do that. If she can't drive, she can't
Right.
do deliveries. Can she
There's-
count the
there's a
money
lot of
okay? Would you trust her with the
chances of
register?
Problems here.
Yeah. Wow, would this mean I passed the interview? But, I mean, her titties are big, so that's great for a cafe, right? She came with her own uniform.
Yeah. She did, actually. What's up with that?
I don't know. That's just how they dress here. Stupid Leon.
Seemingly at a loss for words, Lucia runs off to the kitchen after uttering the final remark.
Oh, was Lucia angry about something?
Nah, it doesn't concern you. Don't worry about it.
I see. We've been co-friend-zoning each other for like a decade. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm sure that Lucia has plenty of opinions about me. With things as they are now, there's not much more that she can say. Above all else, our most pressing concern is the lack of manpower, and solving that problem requires men. Or in this case, a lady. So the process was sort of messed up, but it's good to have you on board.
Yes, I will most certainly try my best, boss.
Boss is sort of... calling me by my name is fine.
Understood. Mr. Leon, I will try my best.
Mr.'s sort of weird too. Let's drop that as well.
Leon-kun. Right, Leon, I will do my best.
I half expected her to try something else, yeah.
Yeah.
Aisha cheerfully responds, bowing so vigorously that I half expect to hear her spine snap. Oh, geez.
Just bowing like a flailing floaty in the wind.
The air is still dry today. It was like that yesterday, and the day before, and probably even longer before I was born.
Fucking, why is this necessary
The air
again?
in this land is always dry.
I don't like sand. It gets everywhere.
The age when there was moisture in the world is past. Gone. Like the wind that blows into the distance.
The legendary moist ages.
It's now an age when people are slowly beginning to resign themselves to rest. A haze has washed over our view, clouding the path to the next age.
The mildly damp age.
To the west of the continent, in a small diner, our grand little story begins.
Begins? We looked this fucking non-game up on how long to beat, and they said an hour and a half. How long has we been in hell?
We've been in hell long enough for this screen to happen. Cal me.
Okay, are we
Call
getting
me.
Is this like gonna be a...
Calm. Karakara.
What? This is the start of the game? The non-game?
I guess. Being able to eat delicious... Oh, fuck.
Character voice, Megan the Megan.
Asia is Mayfield. It'd be really fun if more people lived here and this place became more lively. Lucia equals Haynes.
Character voice, Megan the Hedgehog.
That might mean a lonely battle. Can you do this? There's battles?
Oh, it is her first name.
Cullen equals Lancaster.
Character voice, still Megan.
Jeez.
Oh.
Was she sick in that picture?
I couldn't tell. Now she's got shit in her mouth.
Yeah.
Now we're in a bath. So there's gonna be a bath
19.
scene. This many people to make a game without gameplay.
I was gonna say, why is Tokyo Tower here? And then I realized that I think that's just a radio tower.
Yeah, like a regular...
Oh god, it's a cat with a dog.
Yeah, I mean, dogs I don't think would be excluded from existing in a world where cats are people.
Yeah, you'd think so
Yeah.
anyway.
And are we going to space?
Let's live on this dry ground.
Why is this cat cafe's fucking conceit that it's really dry outside?
The cat cafe's conceit is that it takes place in a post-apocalyptic.
The poke-apocalyptic cafe of cats.
Try and say it doesn't work. Post-apocalyptic, like horrible Mad Max world.
Here, the dried ones get together and fill the emptiness in each other. That's how it... That sounds like vampires!
Sounds terrible.
The dry ones congregate and fill their emptinesses with blood.
Oh, gross.
Okay, so does the game start now?
Yeah, that was all just the epilogue.
Welcome
to episode 1!
Okay, final thoughts?
What do you mean? It just started.
Oh my god. Alright. This screen again.
Once upon a time, a large disaster of some sort happened on this planet.
Oh, good, now we're getting the explanation.
What exactly it was, we no longer have any way of knowing. This is because the vast majority of our records were lost, along with the disaster. All we know is that there was some sort of civilization, and there was some sort of disaster.
You'd think you'd have, like, ruins you could kind of get ideas from.
Robbed of both its stamina and identity as a species, the human race gathered what little remained of their broken civilization, and scraped along, living day to day.
And fucked cats?
The Age of Dusk?
The Age of Dusk,
Wait,
it comes
is
after
this
the Age of
fucking
Moist.
Dark Souls? Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I'd rather play Catgirl Dark Souls than regular Dark Souls.
Those who research the past refer to the present in that manner.
So this is the Age of Dusk.
The Age of Dark. There are only a few places scattered throughout this continent that we live on, where small numbers of people gather.
We still have, like, paved roads that look like they may have been maintained in the last decade at least.
Potentially. Maybe not a lot of people have cars after the end of the world.
So, infrastructure doesn't stay good on its own. Potholes happen.
Oh yeah, no, that is super
wind
true.
and erosion and riots. You'd think at some point the end of the world would cause some property damage from, like, manpower alone.
Potentially. One of those gathering spots is in the town known as Sagami Francisco. The population is approximately 2,000, Since the people who settled here were from 2 separate countries, once known as Japan and America,
Oh,
the
this
name
is
consists
annoying.
of words from both
This
languages.
is some cheeseball garbage. This is literally Big Hero 6, but cat girls in the future?
But also, for a population of approximately 2,000, we've seen 4 people.
Yeah, I mean, we know of the doctor and his fan club,
guess.
and the coal miners who hate mushrooms.
Why
And
are
the
there
ghost.
coal miners?
Is that ghost coming back? That ghost better come back.
Apparently, this is one of the larger gathering spots in the world.
This is...
That's sad.
Yeah.
Fuck. Nice palm trees, though.
Eh.
And out, in an out-of-the-way corner of the town, Leon Laird, that's me, keeps a small diner running. Though business doesn't boom, neither does it fall into hardship. Those are the kinds of ordinary days I spend together with my one and only employee.
After the end of the world, who's keeping track of currency and values of things?
Rather, I should say, spent.
Where are
Because she
you
left
getting?
me.
Where are you getting your supplies? Who's growing the food? What?
Maybe there's a, ranch
Who's supplying
around
the maid uniforms? Oh, whatever.
all we can cook are mushrooms because that's all we have left.
Coal miners hate them though, so they'll just starve.
Those ordinary days came to an end. One day when everything changed.
Do the Sonic wow.
Wah! Wow!
Yeah.
That one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait! Aisha!
Yeah. Yum yum yum. Yum.
She's just eating his face.
His
Cats
ear.
do that. If
Yeah,
you
they
die,
do.
they'll
Oh
eat
yeah,
you,
yeah,
eat
they
you
do. Look
in
at
the
her
face.
tiny
Yeah.
hand.
Oh god, I didn't even notice. It's as big as his ear.
Yeah, it's just sort of clawing
Stop
up on
it!
him.
Wake up! Wake up already!
It's just encroaching on his face.
That morning, as soon as I wake up, something flies into me from the side and robs me of my freedom.
Yummy. This is yummy. Why would it be? It's an ear.
What in the world are you talking about, Aisha? I'm not edible. Turns out it's Aisha who robbed me of my freedom. Not only did she dash into me from the side and cling on, she latches onto the back of my neck with her teeth and begins to chew while mumbling to herself.
Here
So
is where
she
the
just
dry
eating
ones
the back
come
of his
together
head.
to fill each other. Really hard to chew.
Ow! Damn it! Are you seriously trying to bite through me?
Cats don't give a fuck.
Presumably enjoying some sort of bony meat in her dreams, Aisha continues to greedily chew on my neck.
Shit. I ate these too. Nom, these are dumplings.
Not dumplings, ears! Those are my ears!
So I'm gonna go on the record that ears are usually gross. I mean, ears can be cleaned, but they're frequently not. Like, even if you clean your ears, like, just skin flakes and wax just accumulates in them. Don't put your mouth on an ear.
Oh god, she's devouring my eye!
Desert time. Oh, wait, this whole game is desert time.
Yeah.
Dessert time. Slurp.
That tickles!
Sorry if that noise was gross.
It was.
Yeah.
In a sudden turn of events, my neck is assaulted by a furious barrage of licking. Right at that moment, I feel an ominous gaze from the back of the room. Lucia, this isn't what it looks like at all. Please don't get mad. I can explain.
I'm not mad and I don't care. You don't need to explain.
You're already mad and you clearly care.
Bye then. This is literally just like fucking Sonic and Sally versus Sonic and Amy.
Bye? What? Where are you going? Hey, come on.
Nom, slurp.
Aisha, you too, damn it. Everyone just calm down and listen to me.
Yummy.
Terrible. He's still
Awkward.
smiling now. It should be awkward, but he's so happy about it.
That's because his ears got laid.
Lucia, please, hear me out.
I already did. That was an accident. Oh wait, she's doing a voice.
yeah.
That was an accident. Asia just suddenly latched onto me. I didn't actually do anything.
You heard me then. In that case...
Hearing and understanding are two different things.
Ah! Ah, damn it. Even the radio is acting up.
Hey, Leon.
Hmm?
Why did you decide to let that girl live with us? Does it, involve that thing with me?
No.
The thing where you guys friend-zoned each other, or the thing where you can't enter the kitchen for some reason?
As I expected, it is bothering her.
What? Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
All right.
It's serious. It looks like an RPG, like
Yeah,
battle
it
intro.
does. It does.
After Mom and Dad passed away, we had to organize their funeral. That's dark. That was when it happened. After everything was settled, and we finally got home.
An evil magnetic field was launched in the kitchen that only leaves cat girls out.
Except apparently Aisha can go in there. So.
Okay. Everyone has left already.
Sorry. I see. I almost did the wrong one.
Is that his head there? Because it looks like it's a wig on a mannequin. His eyes are gone.
Yeah, I mean,
Weird.
it's a visual novel protagonist. His eyes are often gone.
Okay. Fair enough. Cullen said she'll stay at the church to handle things from here. She said not to worry and that you should get some rest.
They got a lot of, like, pennants and banners on their weird wall.
I don't know. Need to put something there.
I see. Thanks, Lucia. You probably have to start looking for your next job now. You should get some rest, too.
I am noticing that the pennants on the wall have, like, their details blurred to an extent where the wallpaper behind it is way too high a resolution.
Yeah, it's way more
Odd
more
choice.
detailed.
Hey, Leon.
Hmm?
What are you going to do about the store?
Keeping it running will probably be difficult. I can sort of copy my mom for the cooking, but someone has to serve the customers. I don't have that someone.
You sure sound like your mom just died.
I know. I don't want to close the store, but at this rate, I'm just imagining him with like the pasted on smile like constantly, and there's just tears rolling down his face at the same time.
Yeah, let's just imagine that.
Okay.
So, if you have that someone, you'll keep the store running?
Like this poor person can't not make that voice and smile all the goddamn time. It's a way more interesting character.
I mean, you've already decided that his internal monologue is always super fucking contemplative.
Huh?
I will.
As if stealing her nerves, she took a deep breath.
I'll keep working with you.
Suddenly, Lucia graced me with the best smile she could muster, along with the most encouraging words I could hear.
Hey, why is it that anime characters so frequently have their eye and hair color match?
I don't know.
It's lazy.
Maybe. Lucia!
Whoop.
It's all thanks to Lucia that the store had managed to stay in business. In return, I had no choice but to grow up and become an adult. Overnight, I might add.
He goes to bed with no beard and wakes up and the beard's down to his knees.
We became family on that day. And ever since then, there's been no room for romance in our relationship.
Well, that just means you're already married.
That is why, despite living together under the same roof, some awkward sense of embarrassment keeps us sleeping in separate beds.
Look, you run this thing together after, deciding that you've become adults, and you don't do anything explicitly romantic but are still committed to each other. You just sound like you're married.
Though we care greatly for each other, the knot in our hearts refuses to be undone. The opportunity lost year after unchanging year passes us by.
So, Leon?
No! It's got nothing to do with that!
Why can't she go in the kitchen?
I roll down the car windows a little, allowing the outside air to seep in. I just thought it'd be really sad if we left her on her own. That's all.
I see. Oh boy, I haven't done this one in a bit. Huh, really? So you got a new staff member?
Yes! She came after seeing the Help Wanted poster.
She wasn't that excited.
Fuck off. Cullen, whom we ran into on the way back from deliveries, surprises us with how genuinely happy she is to hear about our new employee. The Cullen I knew would have been poking all sorts of fun at us by now.
What are you waiting for then?
What do you mean?
Bigamy isn't illegal here, after all.
What?
Okay.
I take back everything. This is absolutely the Cullen I knew.
Even if it was, it's not like the cops handle that.
That's not how it is. Also, please don't say that in front of Lucia. I just managed to sort out the last misunderstanding.
It's like the cops aren't gonna be like, this is a stick-up. You guys are having too many wives. I don't think it's that kind of illegal. It's not like drug possession. Oh, are you already up to your shenanigans? What's the story? Did you peek while they were changing? Open the door on them while they were taking a bath?
Why would they be bathing together? Never mind that. Aren't you busy right now with the whole others thing you mentioned last time?
Oh, right. I see ghosts. Oh, I'm busy, all right.
Oh, that's right.
The
I'm a ghost police.
The radio tower decided to break down, too. When it rains, it really does pour.
Yeah.
But it's not, because this
never
land is so dry.
The radio tower broke down.
This is a dry town for dry people.
Oh, that's why we couldn't listen to the radio.
Thanks to that, it's been an endless stream of complaints since the morning.
The morning.
Oh, what do you know? It's time to go. I'll pop in to check out your new wife once everything's under control.
I can't help but notice that the picture in the left-hand corner for her, A is completely unnecessary because there's a picture right in the center. But it's exactly the same. When her hand popped out, it popped out on the bottom left
what the
too.
hell?
The only difference is that if they move the model in the center, like up and down, they don't move the one on the left.
Okay, yeah, like it's not... They could have put like a chibi there or something.
They didn't have to put anything there. It could have existed on its own.
That too.
Can you please stop that? Before I can finish, Cullen jumps onto her motorcycle and speeds off.
Later, loser, you got 2 wives. Huh? Was Cullen here?
Whoa! Lucia, when did you get back?
Just now. What were you 2 talking about?
The radio tower breaking down, and the whole others thing.
Really?
Well, I'm not lying. I'm just leaving out the part of the truth. I'm just leaving out part of the truth.
Just kind of like omitting some truths from your first wife about your second wife.
We get back to the store just past noon.
Too many wives are just going to ruin his life.
We begin Aisha's job training now. Well, there are no customers in the store.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh my, what a cute uniform. But she was already kind of wearing one.
It's a different one now.
Yeah, and
Aisha spins around while wearing the uniform. Lucia prepared.
It doesn't quite match Lucia's.
No, I guess Lucia is the one making these too.
Yeah, so she made the sleeves different. Okay.
Yeah.
The bust line is the same. It's got a bow. It's got a collar, but there's some differences.
Yeah.
It suits you perfectly.
Yeah, it fits you like a glove.
Only closer.
It actually does fit her better than I expected. Of course, part of that is because Lucia made some fine adjustments to match Aisha's hair color.
They adjusted the tailoring for her hair?
She tied a different bow on it.
I mean, yeah. Well then, ready, Aisha? Absolutely. There are 3 main parts to cleaning the store. There's wiping the windows, dusting the shelves and small articles, and wiping the floor. Oh, there's way more than fucking this place has a kitchen. She's got a lot of dishes on her hands. I mean, I guess maybe one of the others does the dishes, but like fucking if she's here to clean, she's better be cleaning everything.
There's only 2 others and one of them can't go in the kitchen.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I appreciate a man who does the damn dishes.
Yeah, well.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Understood. Use this cleaner for the windows, okay? Go heavy on it or it won't work. How abundant are these cleaning chemicals after the end?
No idea. The end of the world is like really cleanly, as it turns out.
Yeah, it's just less people, but all the infrastructure is still around.
Yeah, and it's really dry, but they still have enough water to keep like green plants around.
And enough resources to maintain buildings like this.
Yeah, this is, make no mistake, a diner is a leisure building. Like, technically, it works in the same vein as like a restaurant, but it's a very small restaurant.
It's just the infrastructure of society shouldn't be like allowing for this shit. This place should be
during the breakdown of society.
Yeah. They should be growing their own food in the backyard, and it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I see. This cleaner is for the floor. Unlike the other one, this one gets sticky if you put too much on, so you just use a little and cut it with some water.
You should be cutting all of it with a little bit of water.
I mean, yeah, well, water might be more scarce than the
yeah,
chemicals.
that is true.
Be gentle when you're using the dusting brush. If you stroke too hard with it, you'll end up knocking the small articles and books to the floor. Remember, gentle. Understood. That's it. That's our visual novel about learning to clean. I guess we'll have to give you a try then.
Have you give it a try, then?
Yeah, whatever. We'll try her.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll give it a try. So we get a cleaning minigame? No.
To get things started, we send Aisha off on a test to clean the store.
Yeah, why don't you just clean the whole fucking store as a test?
I'm preparing things for tomorrow, and Lucia is cleaning the kitchen.
I thought
she
she
can
couldn't.
come in here.
Huh.
You think Aisha's okay?
You can't exactly fail at cleaning. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
As long as you're not slacking off. She'll be alright.
Just before Lucia finishes her sentence, a slightly dopey-sounding scream of distress echoes throughout the store.
That's you. That's the sound of someone who has screwed up.
The two of us quickly meet each other's gaze. We throw our glaze around the store.
Gross. I mean, you are practically married.
Aisha, what happened? Ow, wow.
Aisha, are you okay? Oh, dear. What?
I don't know.
She spilled something.
She's got a stick with a rag on it. That's probably the dusting
And
rod.
her arm's been trapped under her massive tit. It's just stuck there. Her baby T-Rex arm just can't handle the planet-sized boobas. Okay.
A fairly disastrous scene lies before us. The flower vases that sat atop the display shelf now lie shattered in pools of water on the ground, possibly due to being bumped by the feather duster.
So, in this world of death and dryness, there's not going to be anyone else to make new vases,
Probably
right?
not. The source of the commotion, Aisha, is sitting on the floor with the front of her clothes soaked and a sorry look on her face.
I'm so sorry. Did you hurt yourself? Get up slowly and go wipe yourself off. Take your time now.
You're fired.
If there's broken porcelain, you do want to be really careful getting up.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
There's no one left in this world to make pots, Aisha. You've ruined us.
Well, if anything is makeable, pottery should not be that hard, but I mean, with no water
We'd have
for
to
the
go
clay.
dig it up out in the middle of the desert and just
Yeah.
find some pots from like hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, just go to some Pueblo ruins.
Aisha gets up and glumly walks away to wipe herself off. Being no stranger to such circumstances, Lucia swiftly brings the broom and dustpan. Every once in a while, there will be a drunk customer who blunders their way into trouble, so she's fairly used to these kinds of cleaning jobs. However, I certainly did not expect the store to require her skills in the middle of the day.
But wow, this is impressive. Impressively bad.
As she gathers the ceramic fragments, Lucia takes a look around the store. Yeah, it sure is.
A lot of floor cleaner on the windows, a little bit of window cleaner on the floor, and the mess that results from an over-aggressive feather duster moving everything around. Christ, you told her exactly what to do when she did the reverse.
Everything's so completely wrong that it's sort of amazing.
She managed to get everything perfectly wrong down to the last detail, so at least she was giving it all she's got, I guess.
I guess she's the kind of person who has trouble sorting out instructions in her head.
Like, to be fair, people like that do exist. There are some people that you can tell the same thing to a million times, and they'll... I have to train people at work sometimes. Like, this is a bit of an exaggeration, but I've seen some weird shit.
Maybe make a habit of taking notes. I'm actually not quite sure how we should help her with this.
I'm back, and I'm so terribly sorry. I don't even know how to begin apologizing.
Welcome back. The most important thing is that you're fine.
Certainly not. Was that vase not something very precious? Oh, I don't know what I would do if it was. Everything's precious when the world is dead. That was a cheap one we bought at the flea market. Flea markets? Apocalyptic flea markets. Don't worry about it. Oh, but I still broke it. Oh. Oh.
Aisha's apologetic expression suddenly changes.
Cooking! I'm using the wrong voice. Cooking! I do believe I could be of some help for cooking. Their voices are similar enough that I'm...
Cooking, you say? I cannot even begin to describe how much of a bad feeling I'm getting.
You gonna mix the sugar with the salt?
Judging by how the cleaning went, this cannot end well.
Somehow gets the window cleaner in the food. I won't cause any trouble, so may I borrow the kitchen for just a little while?
Sure!
Thank you very much.
Aisha dashes off to the kitchen. Lucia and I watch her go. Then we turn to face each other. In battle. What do you think?
Wouldn't want to say it to her face, but...
Yeah!
My general assumption whenever someone gets hired at my store and I have to help with the training and they just seem to, live in, backwards world, is that they're probably just really good at some other thing that's not what they applied for a job for. Well, this is... How does it taste?
Mysterious.
Ugh. More specifically, an exotic taste, I guess? So, in other words, it doesn't match your tastes, as in it's not very good.
I'm terribly sorry. It's not. A wail of anguish escapes from Aisha. I feel sorry for her, but as the owner and chef of this diner, I have to tell her the truth. I do think part of it is a cultural gap in culinary habits.
Because she's from Japanazoid or whatever.
But I cannot say I like the taste.
I can't cook and I can't clean. What in the world would I be good for then?
Aisha seems deeply disheartened.
Don't worry.
Lucia walks over to Aisha and gently consoles her.
No one is born good at everything. You just have to take the time to learn. Really?
Aisha looks as though she found a thin glimmer of hope. Totally! I mean, back when Lucia... As soon as I begin to tell my story, Lucia glares at me. Never mind!
Anyway, let's start by memorizing how to clean the windows and floor properly. Huh? Did I mess that up too? You sure did. Unfortunately, there wasn't much that you didn't mess up. At any rate, let's give it a try. In Isia's defense, Lucia is afraid of ghosts.
Yeah, and she can't enter the kitchen.
For some reason. You use about this much cleaner when you're wiping the windows. I see, that's quite a lot. Dirt and grime will always get onto the windows, so you have to really wipe it down with the cleaner. Oh, I see. I've never had to clean a thing in my life. As for the actual cleaning, you first wipe it with the cleaner, then you wipe it with water, and finally you dry the cloth and wipe it again. Man, have a different cloth.
Why would you have
a second
cloth?
Dry cloth.
With a comfortable familiarity to her movements, Lucia goes from window to window, cleaning them. Aisha follows behind, her tail wagging like a puppy's.
Like a cat puppy.
Looks like I'm not really needed here. Leaving the two to their business, I retreat to the kitchen.
I'm gonna go chop up those mushrooms or whatever.
I'm gonna go slice up some onions. What? You want to learn how to cook, too?
Yes!
Unlike a little while ago, curiosity is now bubbling from Aisha's eyes. God,
bubbling.
Call a doctor. Fuck.
She's got pink eye.
It looks good that you're curious, but this isn't something you can just pick up like that.
Of course. May I watch you cook, though? Just once is enough.
Watch me cook!
Yes.
What madness is this? Then again, it is true that a quick way to remember a process is to see it once in action.
Seeing it is usually not enough. You have to go through the actual kinetic motions with your hands.
Plus, although her previous attempt didn't taste good, it did seem like she was putting ingredients in at random. If she gets the hang of it, she may actually be able to cook some things that suit more local audiences. Alright, I'm going to go through the whole process, so you can watch me from over there.
In the corner. Understood. I'm kind of glad that these girls act like humans and not cats, because you get a cat into the kitchen and it just hops up onto the stove and knocks over your pots.
And then it hops into the oven and you close it and you wait like 30 minutes
Illegal.
at 450
Illegal.
degrees. Remember to baste it every 20 minutes?
No.
I prepare a few dishes that I'm familiar with, going through the full process for Aish to see. I was kidding, by the way. Don't cook cats. That's gross.
Never.
Mind you, I'm not holding her hand and explaining every step. I'm just cooking as usual, working through practiced motions in silence. Just like when she was with Lucia, Aisha watches me with intense interest. I cannot tell how much good this is doing her, though. One thing I can tell is that she takes things very seriously. That much is obvious just from watching her.
So she's gonna suddenly be really good at everything from watching it once, or what? Really? You can speak so well, but you can't read or write yet?
She could talk the English, but she can't write it or read it.
Does that mean she speaks Japanese?
Possibly.
I don't know. Yes, listening and speaking were easy, but I never had a chance to learn how to read or write.
Oh, just in general she can't? Jesus.
Well, the world did end.
Post-apocalyptia. Good
Yeah,
point.
okay. Huh, I guess you're a hands-on kind of learner.
Why does she sleep in a jacket?
No, that's kind of a pajama. You know what? That might be why she was putting the floor cleaner on the windows. She couldn't fucking tell.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
May I ask you something, Lucia?
Like she can't read it, you mean?
Yeah, she can't tell what the labels are. What is it? Are there times when you're sad or feel down?
No, I'm a robot and a monster.
I feel sad about ghosts. Well, yeah, pretty often, actually. Wow, you feel like that sometimes too? But was she born and raised in a cave with no other people in it?
Maybe.
I mean, after the world ends. I'm not as strong-willed as you think. I get sad and have bad moods like everyone else. She's been in kind of a constant bad mood, which I like about her. Then what do you do in those cases? I don't know how to regulate emotions. Usually I go watch the moon. What? The moon? Yeah, don't you feel more relaxed when you look at it? It's so quiet, and its color is so gentle. I mean, if it works for you, go look at a moon. Okay.
Is like the moon gonna be a giant face in this world that like rises out of the sea? Like...
We love the moon. There's
great.
a special spot I always go to. It's a place where I can take my time watching the moon. It's gonna be the roof, right?
Maybe.
I see.
She's gonna fall off the roof?
Well, if she does, she'll land on her feet. What? Okay.
I don't know, some scrunchings.
Yeah.
Oh, did Aisha go to sleep already?
Yeah, she could barely keep her eyes open. I stuffed her in the bed. And then I closed it up and set it to 350 degrees. With the way she just kept talking, I guess she's still starved for conversation.
I see. Smiling wryly, I lower myself onto the sofa.
Get in my lap. It was a tough day for you too, wasn't it?
Nah, not as bad as you had it.
I'm fine. The same stuff I always do, after all.
Playing lightly with her hair, Lucia speaks with just the slightest hint of embarrassment. You'll keep taking care of her then?
Yeah, she's got a way of making you feel like you have to.
Lucia softly laughs.
Haha. She's always following me no matter what I do. She's just like a little puppy.
Is she not actually a cat?
I don't know.
Turns out we have the same impression of her. She does have, like, the flopped ears. So...
Yeah, which is... They don't even look like Scottish fold ears.
No,
they look
not
like
really.
dog ears.
For now, it does not seem like Lucia dislikes Aisha in any way. I guess there aren't many people who hate puppies. Is she actually a dog?
I don't know. But if it's multiple kinds of furry, that could be interesting?
I don't know.
It's on me, right? As her senior... They said senpai, I heard it.
Yeah, I heard it.
As her senpai, I'm going to have to show her the ropes.
Yeah, keep it up. We've got a full day tomorrow. But keep her out of the kitchen, is what I almost say. But I can't cut myself off before it leaves my lips.
You can't cut yourself off?
That's a joke we can all live without. But I cut myself off, you know what I mean. After all, the memory is probably embarrassing enough for her as is. She's probably one of the few cooks who has ever simmered meat and then dumped out the whole pot of broth afterward.
Wait, is this a reference to Lucia? Is she just really dumb about it?
Maybe?
Some people just aren't good with food. Like, that's just kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Right, let's turn in then. We've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow. Like, there's such thing as just not having a sense for food service. Some people just kind of don't seem to get into the patterns of, like, washing your hands after you've picked your nose and stuff.
Lucia stands up.
Good night, then.
Okay, good night. Her steps light, Lucia walks off to her bedroom. It's good that we have a new pair of hands now, but said pair of hands isn't quite pulling its weight yet.
I guess they could send her out with the flyers to go advertise for the store or whatever.
However, it looks like Lucia's happy with it, and I think that it's good enough for now.
Like, just the fact that she's living in this house means that you could probably ask her to do most things, and she'd at least try it.
Of course. What I think has a remarkable tendency to be proven wrong, in unexpected and bewildering
You could
ways.
send her to that coal mine to work for coal.
Upon waking up the next morning, I immediately notice something's amiss with the store. What in the name of...
She's in the kitchen, burning the place down.
Yeah. Another resident, evidently aware of the same anomaly, opens the door and runs over.
Leon, is this?
It is.
Judging from your expression, I assume you're not responsible?
Definitely not.
Then, what is this delicious smell?
That is correct. The anomaly that the entire house is currently filled with is a delicious smell.
This smells like our usual clam chowder, the one you're really good at.
Yeah, butter mixed with seafood soup.
What?
Gross!
I mean, I guess chowder has butter in it.
It's seafood soup, though?
I mean, neither of us actually like seafood.
No, I don't know.
I assume you didn't make some and leave it out last night.
Obviously, you know that as well as I do. In order to preserve the flavor of the clam chowder used in lunchboxes, I always make them on the same day. I only prepare a little bit the day before, chopping up the ingredients and preparing stock, for example. In other words, there is nothing I would heat up and leave out. Which means...
There can only be one explanation.
A ghost.
When is the ghost coming back? Damn it. Ah, good morning.
She's here with her daughter.
A tiny version of herself in the corner.
Yeah. We go downstairs, and as soon as we open the door to the kitchen, we're greeted by Aisha's cheerful voice. Neatly arranged on the tables are the same dishes I made yesterday for demonstration purposes.
So it looks like, I think, okay, it's basic old Caesar salad, and then what I think might be like a flounder covered in shit.
Maybe?
And then like some Alfredo or something.
Recreated almost perfectly. Aisha, well... Despite understanding what I'm seeing, I still find myself at a loss for words.
Did you make all this?
Lucia manages to throw out that simple question before I do.
Yes, I tried my best.
Aisha responds in the same cheerful way. But this "tried my best" is no longer an appropriate expression for this.
You see, I only used the extra ingredients that you said were left over. I didn't touch anything you need for today, so please don't worry.
Sure. Wait, no, that's not the problem. Meanwhile, Lucia has not looked away from the table.
Can I taste it? Of course, please go ahead.
Gingerly, Lucia dips a spoon into the clam chowder and then brings it back out.
I think we've been saying clam chowder wrong.
Clam chowder. There you go. No,
there we go.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't think we can hold that up.
No, I could not.
Nom. Ulp.
Then she eats it in one small gulp.
Where are they getting seafood in this world?
That's a very good question.
Ah.
Her expression freezes in surprise. How is it? Without saying a word, Lucia holds the spoon out to me. I guess she wants me to try it for myself. Like Lucia, I dip the spoon in and take a sip of the clam chowder. This is really good. The words naturally flow from my lips.
Wow, really? What a relief. Her ears flip up, and they still look like dog ears to me.
Yeah, a little bit. Visibly elated, Aisha jumps up and down on the spot.
They didn't give us a little animation for that.
About this.
Yes?
You didn't, make it badly the first time on purpose or anything, did you?
No, of course not. I really couldn't do it yesterday.
Aisha dismisses the notion with a firm shake of her head.
But you showed me how to do it once, and that's how I learned.
Learned?
That means no way.
Upon hearing that, Lucia dashes off to the front of the store.
Oh, God! It's like you show her something once and she's an instant expert.
Hey, Lucia! I follow her to the front of the store.
So, okay. I was right.
The store that appears before me has been cleaned so thoroughly that I barely even recognize it. You have to be kidding! The scene leaves me speechless. No, you said something right there, dude.
You showed me how to do it yesterday, so I thought I would give that a try too. Cleaning is fun, isn't it? Oh God, every new she's okay. So she's SpongeBob, just straight off the bat.
Hold on a minute.
God, Lucia
this is way
even
past
is a
the stage of gave it a try, or this is fun. My cooking and Lucia's work are all things we do for a living. She managed to learn it all with just one look. That kind of ability is almost disturbing.
Can we send her to that hospital and have her watch the doctors?
Yes. Have her go watch The Ghost.
Oh, so she can learn to walk through walls, yes.
Lucia looks to be considerably shocked. She never was a quick learner, so it took her some time before she got used to the work at the diner. Seeing a girl who barely knew her way around the store the day before catch up overnight must be
Oh, and this
pretty
is going to make her
overwhelming.
feel threatened in her weird not husband scenario.
Lucia, with some concern, I try to say something to Lucia.
Wow, this is amazing, Asia. You won't hear any complaints from me about this. I'm saying it like she doesn't mean it, but she might mean it.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Really? Of course, you can clean so well, and you can cook too. You'll be a big help to Leon, right?
And I'll leave.
He only needs one wife now.
As she says that, Lucia looks toward me. Right, I guess we'll have you help out in the kitchen starting tomorrow.
Wow, really?
Yeah, if you can manage to do this, then I'm not worried at all.
Yay, I did it! I really did it! I can be useful!
She's just gonna take the diner from these two. They're unnecessary now.
You scared, Mr. Krabs?
Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? After another outburst of joyful jumping, Aisha continues.
All right, I'm going to finish cleaning up the things from the dishes I just made. Then I'll prepare the things for today. Did they teach her how to do dishes? She might not be able to do dishes yet.
Maybe. Leaving behind the two of us in no small amount of awkwardness, I really should say something. Lou, I barely managed to get out 2 words.
Well, isn't that a relief?
Huh? Contrary to what I expected, Lucia smiles.
I was worried it would be a lot of work to teach her everything, but turns out that won't be a problem at all.
Yeah, but I'm sure this is a bit... I stop and consider what I'm about to say. This whole situation is all sorts of uncomfortable, but what is there to do? Is it because Aisha is a natural genius, or conversely, is it because Lucia is a slow learner?
Yeah, but Lucia's clearly a more focused person. It's not comparable. There's no competition.
No matter how you slice it, it feels like it is discrediting the effort that Lucia put in.
I understand the feel that maybe, like, you're being cheated out of recognition because someone else has a talent.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, because, like, you're gonna have some other thing you're good at, and even if you're not, like, just... different humans are still just going to have their own different things that make them, like, good.
Right?
Like, fucking just... You've been with this guy this whole time. You shouldn't be threatened by some new girl walking in.
And she's threatened because she's been taking years to put any moves on him or whatever.
Yeah, but still, she stuck by him when his parents died. She doesn't have to worry about Miss New Booty over there.
I don't know.
This way I'll have someone time to help you too. This is great. What could possibly be better? And then they, like...
So she says.
And then Aisha, like, watches them do the ledger and do all the accounting. And then, like, the next morning they wake up and she's done their taxes for the next 5 years.
Go to sleep on Christmas, wake up, she's flying with reindeers and shit. Of course, what she's saying is true. This is indeed a good thing. The problem plaguing the two of us ever since we started running the store by ourselves is now fully solved.
We just make someone else do it.
Most importantly, Lucia, who was the most worried about it, seems happy right now. What point is there in doubting her? Yeah, you're right.
Since I don't have to clean the inside anymore, maybe I'll go clean the outside instead. She's gonna go out there, the whole thing's been repainted. Come on, Leon, you should head to the kitchen too. Icy is waiting.
Right. Got it. With her hands at my back, Lucia pushes me towards the kitchen.
She's just thinking to herself, they're perfect for each other. I should just sort of let it happen.
Lucia is far more mature than I thought. If I were in her position, I would certainly still be shaken.